Hello friends, welcome back to the channel. It is Angela, the Traveling Crafter. I hope you're all having a great day, and if you are new here, I enjoy doing a lot of paper crafting, a lot of different art and home decor projects, as well as thrifting for vintage treasures and traveling, of course. And today I wanted to show you this because I mean, I know it's the little things, but sometimes I just geek out about stuff, and this is, I think, going to be a game changer. And I'm going to start by showing you right here what I got. This is my stash of tools that I use for jewelry making. We're going to make some jewelry, by the way. I'm going to show you what I got, and then we're going to try them out, test them, and see what we think. But I think I'm going to be pretty excited just from what I see so far. So I am going to tell you that even without testing all of my new, I'm calling them jewelry tools, but, you know, pliers, these are going to go to the garage and the boys can have these junky ones. Because, I mean, like, this barely even works anymore. And see, it doesn't grasp. This one hurts my hands when I use it too much. It's just kind of cheapo. This one, it works. I mean, it works okay. I guess if I had to compare, these three work a little bit better than these three. These three, junkola. These three, only semi-junkola. But anyway, we're going to try these new ones. A company called New O'Clocks who reached out and asked if I would be willing to try out these jewelry pliers. And I'm like, yes, because they're inadequate. And so I was so excited to get this. And not only did they come beautifully boxed, but they also come with this sweet little holder. Now, I keep mine usually in a drawer, so I'm not sure if I will use this or not, but it does look pretty cool there. Now they're out of order, but that's okay. So here's what it came with. It came with this New O'Clocks, I think is how you say it. New O'Clocks, I believe is how you say it. Stand, and then it has 8 different tools, and I'll show you each one. It's probably easier for me to do it this way. So there is a needle nose pliers. And they're just so easy to use. Like, I think that they said that they were made with a rubber-coated anti-slip material. I don't remember exactly if it said which kind. But the thing that's nice about it is some of these, like, they get sticky or they just don't feel right. And this one has some grips on the side, so that's really nice. So it's got a needle nose pliers. It's got, which I use all the time, it's got a round nose pliers. It's got, whoops, I just knocked that out of there. Sorry, I didn't have that in there very well. Put them in there. It's got the bent nose pliers, which I do use these quite a bit. Yeah, they just feel, they're light, but they're heavy, substantial enough. So those were in there. Now, 2 that I did not have before are these. So I believe this is the flat nose plier. But look at that. That I think will be really helpful. It's not. Can you see that very well? I think that's going to work pretty awesome. And then this one, I think this is one of the crimping, flat nose crimping, and then this must be the needle nose crimping ones. So 2 extras. I don't know that I had this one. Maybe I did, but I did not have this one. And then, of course, the snippers. I call them snippers, but they look like this. I feel like that is looking really... I guess not. So, and then these. And then finally, the little end nippers, which I have to say, I don't necessarily use these a ton, but I did have some in my stash because once in a while I do need them. So really, really nice little set. And there is a code, or there is a link, I'm sorry, so that you can order these as well. New Cadillac sells these on Amazon, and I provided you with that link as well. But what we're going to do is we're going to play around. I mean, let's put them to the test, right? So I will zoom in a little bit because we're going to work on some jewelry. And I did pull out my mat here, but let's just get some of this stuff up here. I recently got some gifts. These are from Hazel. These were from myself, as were all of these. And then I have, what did I do with those? It's kind of a fruity patootie kind of day. I've got some wire I thought we would play with. I got all of these for my Secret Santa, so I thought we could play with those. I bought these a while ago, which I think go great with those, so we can play with those. I've got some more watermelons that are not done. I've got some chain here. And that one could probably stand to have. I'm going to show you those two. And then I've got just some basic little things to play with. And I pulled out a bunch of jump rings. We can grab more if we need them. But I think this will be helpful to try out some of these to see what we think. And then I also have this. It's just kind of some brightly colored ones. But I thought they might go really well with some of these. And we can use our wire to test them out. So, but before we do that, I wanted to try... I'm going to hold this up. Let's see. So if you've never seen me do this before, I want to show you. So this is what you would put on the back of something like, didn't I do one? Yes. Like this lemon. I put this on the back to make it into a necklace, a pendant, a charm, whatever. And you don't get very many of them when you buy them, but there's also times when these little guys are just too big. So an alternative that I've done many, many times, and you've probably seen it, is to use these little clips. They look like that. And normally what you would do is put a piece of cord between that, and then you would crimp it down with your crimper. Well, we're going to do the opposite. So what we're going to do is we're going to use, I might need more room here. We're going to use this needle nose pliers to hold it. And then what I thought we would do is just use these flat nose, since I haven't had these before, these flat nose. And we're going to pull it out like this. But then we're going to use this flat nose end to really flatten it straight. And I think that's going to work really well. I mean, because you can just go across the whole thing without any problem. Yeah, that did well. Very cool. Okay, so I might as well glue that bad boy down, right? We'll glue it to this little watermelon, I suppose. Let's get some glue. So far, so good. I've never owned flathead pliers. I'm sure that there are some in our garage much larger that the guys use, but I personally do not have any. Now, the problem with these is going to be they're nice. And I have a feeling if one of those boys opens up my drawers with all my tools in it, I may never get these back. So I got to hide them. There we go. Now we'll just set that aside over here to dry, and it'll be ready to rock and roll too. Perfect. Okay, so these I think are going to be handy. Now, these are my go-to. I use these a lot. I use these a lot, and I use my round nose pliers a lot. So let's do something with the round nose pliers. Let's make, let's just make a dangle, and I'll show you how I make my loop. So you're just going to go like, gosh, when I think about it, there we go. I was like, wow, don't overthink it, Ange. All right, so let me do that again, just so you guys can see it, because I didn't explain it. I just did it. All right, so you're going to take your wire, and you're going to bend it over the top like this. Just twist it. Okay? Then you're going to take this, just right around that. And I kind of just use my fingers. Probably shouldn't do that, but I wanted to show you. Look how nice and round that gets. That's why it's a benefit to have that round nose pliers. All right, now we need to clip this off. So let's put these to the test. Oh, yeah. And then, and then we can use this, because this I think is going to be helpful too. I think these are going to be helpful to close off. Yeah. Just to press down, just so there's no pokey pokes. For sure. Oh, that is nice. Look how that looks compared to these other two that were already done before. I mean, that's like a perfect little circle. Lovely. All right, so, oh my gosh. Beads just went a-flying. All right, I'm really liking these. So thank you again for reaching out. Nope, they still want to go everywhere. All right, we're going to start. Oh, for the love of Pete. What happened? Just to secure, let's see, we'll maybe do something with a strawberry on it. So let's just take this little pink one. And let's see, do we have some, I don't know if I have anything that's in the red family that's tiny. That's questionable. Well, here, we can use one of these. We'll just make a couple of these. Just for fun. There we go. Okay, let's find some more pink ones. There's some more. You know, it would be cute to add some green ones and use one of these at the end. But I really want to use, well, it doesn't matter. We can do both. I really want to use one of the strawberries that my Secret Santa Angela from Angela Creates gave me for Secret Santa. So I think that's what we're gonna do. So now let's do a green, if I can find a little baby green. That's a yellow, not green. I can see it. The reason I have this silicone mat down is it's just easier. Keeps things from, going everywhere. A little bit, at least. I'm just searching through this. Here we go. And I hope you guys are all doing awesome today. And we have one more red one. We do. Well, we don't have any more of these. Where did I get these at? I don't even know. That's okay. We can make some different ones. All right, so we have the top loop, and now we just need to cut that off. So or not cut it off, but loop the other end. And it's probably best. Let's try those crimping ones. Oh yeah, smooth, like butter. Now my beads are falling off. Oops. You know what will be nice though? I'll just keep these in the drawer, in the tools drawer. But then when I'm using them, it will be really handy to have that out. And I've never had anything like that, so that makes me happy. All right, whoops, wrong one. So we're just going to turn it this way. And now this one, I got a little short. My nails are in the way, so I'm just going to use this to... Well, I realized that I was a little bit out of frame, so I readjusted. It's actually the next day. So I got interrupted, and the kids and I went and ran some errands. We had to pick up my car. They were just doing some normal servicing, and while we were out, it was right by the thrift store. The kids are like, "Oh, how convenient, Mom." But I told them that since Demi and I, hold on, I'm going to put that, had been shopping the shelves at home for things for them to take to school. Let's just put some things on here. That we have a list kind of going that is things that we didn't have. So I said, well, let's just pop in there and see if we can find anything new. So it was actually really fun. We, the only thing we found was Landon found an A&W root beer mug, a vintage one, like a big one. And it was so funny when we checked out. The lady's like, do you know that when I was little, we would go to the A&W and you would get a frosty cold mug, and then you could keep that mug. Which is what happened. I have a little one. It's only about that tall. My mom gave it to me, but it was mine when I was little. And she had kept it, so I have it on display. It's just a cute little thing. But Landon was like, "Ooh, I could have my root beer floats in this." So he picked. I bought that for him. That was a big purchase, as well as a pink coffee mug for Demi to drink her tea in. That had okay, where is? I need a little one. That had a D on it. So besides that, what did we buy? That's really boring. We bought, a brand new colander. You know, one of the ones with the base and their enamel. And it was white, and it was perfect. And I told Demi, I said, well, you could put that on your counter and keep your fresh fruit, because she eats quite a bit of fruit. And she didn't really think that was the best idea in the world. So, I don't know if that's what she'll do with it or not, but this might go inside of there. No, I guess not. So, those were the 3 things we bought. That was it. But, like I said, we got a little sidetracked, and so I am just coming back to you now. And when I was watching back what I had already done to refresh my memory, I saw that I didn't do a very good job of keeping it in frame. So we're trying this over. I think, I'm not positive, but I think these glow in the dark. Some of these. Putting it under my table. Okay. Let's just, this looks blue. We're not going to put that on there. Hold on. There's a clear one. There we go. Okay. Now I'm just going to hold this like this. And I'm going to take my round nose pliers, and I'm going to twist this back like that. And I'm going to pull this over like this. And this I'm going to wrap around. And usually I just use my finger. My nails are a little bit in the way. And I end up with my knot on there. So then I can choose to continue to wrap that around if I want, or I can pop this right off. I'm going to pop that off. My eyes aren't quite working. It's early in the morning. And, David said it might storm last night, which I was like, okay. And now I'm going to take these flat nose pliers because I'm really liking these. And I'm going to just press this down. But it was like, oh, what time was it? 2 something in the morning. And it was blowing so hard. I was like, oh my gosh. Dave was sound asleep. And he didn't move the whole time. I got up. I was up for about an hour. And the cat and I sat in the sunroom and watched the storm go by. And it was bad. It was like 60-mile-an-hour winds. And we have a volunteer cottonwood tree, which I'm not thrilled about because they make a big old mess, but it's in our creek. And I think I've shared this before. We have a conservation community, so there's lots of grasslands, if you will, or, open prairie areas. Oops, that wasn't the one. And that thing, it's gotten really big. And it was blowing. It was almost like sideways all the way down. I thought, oh my goodness. And then I think this would be, oh, here. Let's see. Do I have these handy? So yeah, everybody else was sleeping soundly but me. So that was fun. And then Dave gets up at about, I don't know, 6-ish or so. And gets ready to go to work. I didn't hear him. I heard nothing. Not a thing. So I must have been tired. I think we can make this work. And I think we can glue this on to that area that's just a little bit big. I bought these all on Temu. So yeah, there was that. But, so needless to say, yesterday I did not get very much done. And maybe I want green. Maybe I want the lime green. So I need to get my booty in gear and do some videos today. Let's see, we'll decide. And I also have a little, it's not a predicament. It's not even a conundrum. It's just what am I going to do? So I don't know if you watched my community post or not, but you may have seen that I was in love. Oh yeah, that's cute. Let's see if I can get that to stay. Hot glue probably would have been better, but we're just going to put this on there, set it aside, and see if I can make it work. If not, I'll hot glue it afterwards. I recently found this 1920s McCall's pattern cabinet. It is metal, and I think I might have just mentioned this in the video before that. Okay, I'm going to gently, that's cute though. We're just going to gently put it over here. I kind of hemmed and hawed whether I was going to buy it, and Dave surprised me with it. Well, it is really cool, and Dave's like, well, this isn't cool enough to go inside of our, main floor. And I was like, well, that wasn't what I intended it for. So he said, you figure it out, and then Landon and I will carry it down there. So today I need to carry all of the drawers down so it's not quite so heavy. Because it is, even though it's metal, it's really heavy. What should we do next? This might be kind of fun to do. And we can practice. We can pop some of these off here and see. Gosh, that works fantastically. Definitely a win. What if we do like an orange, one of these, a lemon. Do I have a lemon with a, yeah. Maybe like that. Okay, I think I'm going to put all of these on there. So let me get these so you can see them. Okay, we got all this stuff. I don't think we need any more of these little things. We got a bunch of those. Probably need these. Let me just move this up on my mat. Okay, we might need this. Okay, we're just going to pull this up. And we're going to get some more. I think we'll do something like that. We'll see what it looks like once we get them on. We're going to start at the bottom. When I was awake and couldn't sleep last night, I was thinking about what we might be able to do. All right, so I did find these that we could probably, let's just put one of those on there. And I'm not worrying that some of these are gold, some of these are silver. It's just, it's fine. Everything's fine. Because I think one of these is like a coppery wire. Oh, both of these are. So we'll just use this. And that will give us some additional little dangly stuff. Whether we decide to put it on like that, which I think we will. So let me get another. I have a tiny one. Oh, here's an orange one. I wonder how that will work. There's some orange and yellow. Might as well use these up. These aren't the sturdiest little boogers, but they might work. So yeah, I hope you're liking this. I've really enjoyed working with these new tools, and I'm excited to be ditching the other ones. What did I do with those? I don't know. I really don't. And we're going to put this one on the bottom. And this is just chain from a necklace that these were from the ones that my mom gifted me. So I had a lot of chain to go with it. You're not supposed to do this, by the way. But I just did it. And what I mean by that is squeezing it together. But I think that one was okay. Okay, that's cute. Well, it's cute just like that, isn't it? But we're going to add some more dangles on there. So let's do an orange one here. And I know these videos, I always have a disclaimer that I apologize in advance that they're not perfectly easy to watch because it's hard to get the screen just right when you're filming this. So I try. I promise I try. There we go. Perfect. Okay, so we got, that's cute. Now maybe we just do, well, why not? We have this little guy here. We may as well put this on there. And then I think, well, we've done, let's see, how many did we do? Well, we've really only done 2 dangles. You know? Maybe we'll try to do one more. All right. And then we'll use this yellow one. Let me see. I'm trying to decide if I want that many. It looks cute. Or do I want to just leave this one separate? Here's what we'll do. We'll make this as its own dangle. Ooh. Use your tools, Ange. All right. So we have this one started like this. So I think what we'll do is we'll leave this one separate, so that's its own dangle. And then we'll use, maybe we'll just use an orange by itself. Yeah. And we can just put this right on here. Yeah, I'm really liking these. And what I think I like most about them is these flat nose, or, oops. These flat nose pliers, which those are the two that I did not have before, so I like it. And you can just clamp right down on them and then just move with this tool, and then it closes it up really nicely. You know, you use what you got, right? So I've been using what I got. I feel like I need one more of these, like, hanging off. So let's whip one of those up. Do I have any more wire? I have this tiny little T-pin in here. Can I do it? It's going to be dicey, but we'll try it. What we'll try to use is one of these little seed beads to make it not quite so easy for them to fall off. Let's see if I can find a clear one in short order. Come here. Come to mama. There we go. Put you down while I put all these back in here. Okay. I don't buy a lot of seed beads. I don't ever buy seed beads, but I had these from way back when, and I think I have a couple more that I had from years and years ago with playing with bead making, and so I just kept those as for this exact purpose. Let's see. So see, that is on there. Let's make sure it won't come off. There we go. It's going to work just fine. Oh my goodness. So I already had to go up there and do a wellness check on the puppies because they've been barking like crazy. And the neighbor was outside doing what? I'm not sure, but she was out there, maybe in her little garden area. They were going crazy. It's about to rain and storm again, it looks like. So, I don't know what she was doing, but... Okay, we're going to finish this. Make sure we have what we want on this orange one. I think, did I do this? Yeah, I did that. I added this on off camera. I like that. It's long, but I think it'd be cute. Something it will work for. So, 2 more things we want to do before we go today. I think we want to add... this little berry on here, and I might glue that on. We'll see what we can do with it. All right, so one thing that I do. So sometimes I do this left-handed, sometimes I do it right-handed, mostly right-handed. But I keep the needle nose pliers in this hand, and I keep the flat ones in this hand. Now before this, I had 2 needle nose pliers that weren't really the best, but I always tend to work with two pliers at once. It just seems to be easier for me. I mean, everybody's different. So let's see if we can do this with just this cute little berry from Angela. And let's see if we can add this bow without too much of a problem. I wonder, let's see where it looks best. Probably up here to hide that. It's my guess. I may not like it after I do it, but It's going to be a little dicey, but you get the gist. That's cute. So far we have this one. I'm going to leave that. I won't show that again because we want it to dry on there. We have this little individual lemon. We have this really crazy dangly one. And then we have this cherry. I like this one a lot. And I want to, I've got this little bunch of goodies. I don't know if I have something for them to go on. I mean, I guess I could do another, we could just do another strawberry. That's kind of cute. All right, and I have one silver thing right here. All right, so we're going to do this again, maybe. Yeah, so I have been pausing a lot because the dogs have been a little bit crazy. And the neighbor, like I said, had been outside. And it is, I don't know that you guys can hear that, but it is really windy out. And there's a storm coming in. So I did take a little bit of time and kind of watch it come in because that just makes me happy. I don't know why. And then I brought both of them down here with me. Close the shades. Well, we have a garbage can down. And it's absolutely, the wind's blowing horribly. And it's the recycle bin, so at least it's not going to be as nasty. But I'm like, I'm not going out there. It's lightning. So, I'll have a big old mess to clean up. It sounded horrible. All right. I like that one too. Yes, so let's talk about these as we wrap this up. And we're not going to use those. Those two already have a little thing on it. This one we'll save. We'll save all of those. I think, for my opinion, as far as being ergonomic, which is really important. I mean, if you're doing this, I think that's significant. These are probably the best I've ever owned as far as sets of pliers. So I would highly recommend on that front. They're kind of cute too, so I know if you're gonna go on that. So I think ergonomically 10 out of 10. Cuteness, of course they're cute, and I feel like they're going to be extremely durable. Like, they're way better than the ones I had before, and I like that they don't feel weird in your hands. They've got that coating on them, so they're just really easy to handle. So I think that's going to be a huge benefit. And then just the fact that it comes with this storage piece, I think is great, because you can have, keep all the ones that you might need but don't always use, really handy. And I think that that's going to be great. So I am a fan of these. I think that they're going to be awesome for day-to-day use. And the fact that they store really well, I think, is a bonus too. So give these a try. The link is in my description. New calyx. But I want to make sure that I thank them once again for sponsoring this video and for inviting me to try out their tools, because they are truly a game changer. And I have already gotten rid of, I don't know what I did with them, all of the mishmash of ones that I had before, and replace those. So they're going to go right in my tools drawer, and I will be using them often. So give them a try. Link is in the description. Thank you for understanding all of the little interruptions today as we Yikes. Deal with yet another Midwest storms. Until next time, remember to take time to just be, and we'll talk to you soon. Cheers.